to go, but I was having all kinds of technical issues. I just pulled out all of the wiring, redid everything, rehooked everything up, so hopefully we're in good shape. So again, this is the AES version of Metal Slug X that we're going to play on. If you're watching live on YouTube, feel free to type in the chats, comments, and I'll be trying to monitor those a little bit. May pause every now and then, but you know, let's get going. So this game is really difficult on the AES. You only get 5 credits. We're going to go ahead and play it on normal mode. I'm going to change my grenade button. And we're going to get started. And I always play as Marco. Alright. So feel free to type in the comments if audio needs to be adjusted or anything like that. I can't hear what you guys are hearing, so we'll see how far I can get. You know, thinking that I would like to play this credits. I don't. It's an arcade to its arcade counterpart. So it's you know, it's just a. So if you're not familiar with Metal Slug, you'll see that there is an awful lot of chaos that goes on. And for those that don't know, this game is basically Metal Slug 2. It's an updated version of Metal Slug 2. Metal Slug 2 has a lot of issues with slowdown and a few graphical glitches and everything. And Metal Slug X is basically a corrected version of 2. 2 is still a really good game, and the slowdown in some ways is you know, helpful because the game gets, you know, so chaotic with so many things going on, as you can see. But there's just really, really cool animations in this game. There's a lot going on. Plus, you get to shoot ride a camel with a machine gun on it. Not many games allow you to do such things. Gotta get our carrots. And of course there's a baby in the back of that camper. I don't really know what that's all about. So I'm trying to remember how to exit the camel. There we go. Now this tank is actually the Metal Slug vehicle. That's where the name of the game comes from. Oh, was not paying attention. So I just lost all my POWs. So at this point, we can actually go up underneath the tank. You have to be careful. These missiles will come in from side to side. So you have to make sure to account for those. And then little guys will start coming down here to try to get us here momentarily. So it's all about timing. Well, as I said. And the animations when you beat a level are always pretty awesome.
Mission complete.
Alright, so I have confirmation that my audio sounds okay.
Mission 2. Start. Thank you. Laser gun.
So you'll see the frustration here in Metal Slug 2, and that's when you become a zombie, or a mummy rather. In this level, Metal Slug 3 has the zombies. This gun's always kind of fun. And unfortunately, I just missed out on the flame, which is possibly one of my favorite weapons.
Fireball. Shotgun. Thank you.
Love that. Don't want to get hit by the smoke ring. Yeah, so I tried to stream this earlier for anybody. Oh, well, that sucked. For anybody that might have tuned in and had a lot of issues. My system was resetting for no reason, and things just weren't working right. So I apologize for that. Sometimes I'm thwarted by old technology. Seems like I spend about as much time keeping things working and putting things together as I do actually playing on them. So you can kind of appreciate how being the mummy sort of sucks. You move slow, you lose all your power-ups. Yeah, it's hard to time that jump when you're the mummy. Some of these jumps are pretty difficult. On this part in regular Metal Slug 2, they actually don't spit these little bugs or bats or whatever they are. They spit smoke. take a little change.
Blade shot. Okay. Shotgun.
Alright, so this boss right here is pretty awesome. I got my button configuration wrong, which just killed me. They have an eject button, and unfortunately my shot button and my jump button together activate that, and I forgot to change that. It's kind of a bad default control, so I lost it. Usually try to change it off of that so that isn't a problem. But sometimes I forget to. So you can only shoot this guy when you're jumping up and down, which makes this fight a little bit more difficult. So you have to constantly jump and climb, and you have to watch the animations to know when he's going to fire off that big shot, for which you have to be at the corners of the screen. Ah, bad jump. Hands are getting sweaty. So this part's hard because you have to hold down and to the side as you jump back and forth, and it really is kind of a difficult boss battle just because of the way that you're forced to hold the joystick and move constantly. Ah, didn't get over fast enough. I'm not going to get very far on tonight's run.
Mission complete. Mission 3, start. Thank you. Fireball.
Poor little guy was just drinking his soda. It's always disappointing when they just give you things that give you points. Now, as you'll see, my Marco just got fat, and what that does is it powers up all the weapons, makes your weapons more powerful, plus it gives you new animations that are pretty funny. But makes you easier to shoot though, because you're fat and big and you're slow. Now, after you get fat, you can pick up diet powder, which gets rid of the fatness. Oh, I didn't see that. Ah, God, one bullet. Not feeling it. I guess a 12-hour workday will make you a little sluggish on the metal slug.
Thank you.
It's not like just plowing through the cars here.
Thank you. Rocket launcher. Thank you.
These guys right here suck. Shoot these missiles. These missiles are pretty hard to dodge. Not impossible, but pretty tough. Ah. There we go, finally. Oh, cheap shot.
Heavy machine gun. Thank you. Heavy machine gun.
Boy, I am not doing well. Here's where the tanks start dropping on your head. Oh. I'm just way off. I actually played this last night and was doing much better. Yay, coins!
Thank you. Heavy machine gun.
Yeah, we're almost near the end. I have the NVS version of this as well, in which case you can give yourself numerous quarters, which also explains partially why I suck so bad, because I usually play on that and just give myself infinity. Gonna take some practice. Oh, I thought I had enough space there. Alright, well, there you go. Now that's Metal Slug X, or Metal Slug 2. And you'll also notice there's some other changes in Metal Slug 2. The bosses are mixed up a little bit differently, and some of the moves are a little bit different. There's different projectiles and various things that have been added. Game over. Alright, thanks for watching.